Hello Stampers, and thank you so much for joining me today. This is Laura Buechler of Inky Fingers Papercrafting, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Nanaimo, BC. Now today I'm going to show you how to make this really fun center easel card, and it's a lot easier than you might think. And we're going to be using this beautiful Toile Tidings designer series paper from the holiday catalog. Now, when I saw this paper in the catalog, it wasn't one that I got super excited about, but I actually won a sample pack of it from as a prize at a demonstrator meeting that I attended. And I'm so glad that I got a chance to play with it because, of course, I fell in love with it once I did. So it's got all these beautiful vintage looking designs. And this one right here, actually, if you recognize these animals, they're from the Nature's Beauty stamp set, and the little trees as well. So we've got the fox and the bunny from the Nature's Beauty stamp set. So that's really cool. And if you turn them over, they've got these same images in another classic Christmas color. So we've just got our beautiful cherry cobbler and garden green and fantastic holiday imagery, and it's absolutely stunning. So I'm so glad I got to play with it. And there's a couple other designs that I'm going to show you. I have used up all of them because I love them so much. So it's got these beautiful Christmassy stripes, and then the beautiful checked paper that you can see right here. And of course, on the other side of that, it's got this design in the cherry cobbler. I've completed this card with the garden green. This is how it closes and opens. And now we're going to make it with the cherry cobbler. So to create your center easel card, you will need a card base that is cut to 5.5 by 8.5 inches. And as usual, you're going to fold it in the center to create a card. Then there are a couple of extra steps to create the center easel. So if we open up that card, we're going to do some cutting and scoring on this part of the card. First of all, we're going to cut from the edge to that center fold on each side at 1 3/8 inch. So I'm just lining up my cardstock so that it's at 1 3/8 inches here, and then putting my blade down. The new trimmer, I'm not sure if you can see this. I'm going to pop the blade out so you can see. On the new trimmer, see how the blade has marks right on the center, so it shows you exactly where the blade is. So you don't have to guess where it's cutting. It's right where that line is. So I'm going to line up the center fold of my card with that score line right there, and then I know that that's where I'm going to be cutting. Okay, so I've got my two cuts there. Now I'm going to fold those small panels out of the way, and I just want to deal with this large center panel. And what I'm going to do is use the scoring blade on my trimmer, and I'm going to score this center panel at 2 1/8 inches. Okay, so now that center panel has got a score line there, which means I can fold it like that. So let's get the trimmer out of the way. And you can see that this card is starting to take shape. Starting to look like my sample card, yeah? So I'm just going to use my adhesive on these two side panels and stick them right down to the back of my card. Then I'm going to use my story label punch and punch out a piece of very vanilla cardstock. And I've got this cute little sentiment stamp from the Frosted Foliage stamp set. It says, "Wishing you a season full of family, friends, and happiness." And I'm going to stamp that in cherry cobbler ink on the shape that I've punched out. And I'm going to use some dimensionals on the back. You want to make sure that you use dimensionals on this part because this is what's going to hold your easel up. Pretty cool, hey? Now I'm going to add my beautiful designer series paper. So I'll tell you the measurements of this paper. We've got 4 pieces here. So these two on the side measure 4 1/8 inch by 1 1/4 inch. And then these two that are going to go in the center are each 2 5/8 by 2 1/16. And what I did this time, when I did this card over here, I did a panel of this floral holly DSP, and then I did a panel of these checks. But this time when I cut this paper, I think you can tell, I cut it all out of one. So I cut my DSP to 4 1/8 and then cut and cut and then cut it in half there. So it's all part of one scene, because I thought that might look kind of cool as I put it together. So let's see how it looks. That looks pretty neat. Then we fold that up to open up the card. Now, if you wanted to put, you know, a full-sized message, what I would do is put a vanilla piece 4 by 5 1/4 on the back of the card, and that's where you can write, you know, "Dear Aunt Mary, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and all the best in the new year. Love from your favorite niece." Because there's not a lot of room to write here. So I've already stamped a little cherry cobbler tree with my Perfectly Plaid stamp set and punched that out. So I'm just going to pop that on the front to add a little bit of decoration. I feel like the designer series paper has so much beautiful imagery going on that you don't need a lot of extra decoration. So I've just added that little tree in both cases. And there we go. There's the finished card. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please drop me a comment below and let me know what you think. And if there's something specific that you're interested in learning about, please let me know. Remember that you can purchase all the products shown on my website, inkyfingers.ca, and you'll also find more project tutorials, current promotional details and catalogs, the local workshop schedule, and the sign up for my monthly email newsletter. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube, I want to let you know that I have a Facebook page. It's called Inky Fingers Papercrafting, and every week I have a card sketch challenge there, and you can win a prize from me if you enter. Now, if you do place an order today, please use the current Hostess Code, which you can find on my website, because everyone who uses that code is going to get a free gift from me. And if you'd like to earn your own Hostess rewards, all you need to do is place an order of over $200 or contact me and we can start planning an online or in-home party. Drop me a line for more details. Have a great day, everyone, and happy stampin'. Bye.